Hey y'all. I said I was gonna come back maybe, and I'm gonna go ahead and get this out the way. We got a good 45 minutes, and then I'm gonna finish my stuff. I don't have this light on because I kind of got a headache, and I think it's because of all the lights and the hours and hours. Hey y'all, in front of the lights, so I definitely have a headache. I got a headache, like a migraine came out of nowhere. I put some headache oil on, so it should be going away. But I think it's being in front of these lights like all day. Do I do one on ones? Not really. Hey y'all. So we talked about Cain and Abel earlier, and we talked about who they had babies with. Y'all see that? It's huge. Hey. I'm gonna be done for the day after this. I just wanted us to touch base and go and look at it real quick. I know some of y'all probably already went and found it. Then y'all. Yes, headache oil. It works. Essential oils. Well, I'm thinking I haven't had enough caffeine actually because I'm like 2 jugs behind today because I slept in late, so I woke up with a headache. Hey y'all. All right, so let's do this real quick. Um, we're gonna play some trivia. Cause I ain't gonna lie, my mind is not all the way where it needs to be, but y'all get to look. Y'all get to seek and find today. Y'all ready? Is y'all ready? Let's go. I do not like this big old thing. It makes me sad. My skin is doing something crazy. So with that, hey y'all. All right. So I already know y'all got y'all books. Whoever done been here, if you haven't, go look it up real quick so you can play. And okay. So with that, y'all, let's do this. Who can tell me the name of Cain's sister? You can find it in the Jubilees. You can find it in Jasher. And from what we saw today, I think Old Testament book 2. So tell me the name of Seth's wife. And then tell me the name of Cain's wife. Out of those books. They both start with A's. Good job, and like, mommy, you cheating. You been reading. Ah, spiritual angel, you been reading too. I see y'all. I got my binoculars on. I see y'all. Y'all been reading. Good job, everybody. Y'all make me happy. They been reading over here. Azura, come on. Y'all been reading over here too. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's her other name, West Luetta. So, all right. So now do me a favor, family. All right. Go real quick. Go real quick and tell me in Genesis where it talks about who begat who. What scripture does it list the girls? And then tell me where it says Adam and Eve had other children. It's in Genesis. Let's go find it in the beginning. Tell me where it lists that Adam and Eve had other children, like in the KJV, wherever. Excuse me. And then tell me where tell me the scriptures where it says that they started reproducing in KJV. What's the scripture that talks about when they started to reproduce? No, I got a headache. I have a migraine right now. That's why the lights aren't on. Genesis 5 and 3. Genesis 4 and 1. Genesis 4 and 1. Okay. What y'all got over here? So tell me what those scriptures say. It don't mention their names. Good job. You is on it today. It don't mention their names. So when you read Genesis, just in the KJV, while everybody be talking about don't read outside of it, do you see how much you be missing when you don't? Because it just says somebody beget somebody beget somebody, but we know in order to beget somebody, you got to have a girl around somewhere. Because who got the eggs? So the book of the Jubilees, go, y'all Google real quick the book of the Jubilees or look in your Old Testament Supagrapha. And tell me in what Jubilee Cain was born, the sister, Abel, and the other sister. Go tell me which Jubilees, what day, what week, all of that, because it's listed. Tell me which sibling was born in which Jubilee. And Jubilee is 50 years. So who was born when? Tell me. What y'all got over here? Cain was born first, but tell me which Jubilee. If you go to the Testament of the Jubilees or the Jubilees, you can look online. You can look if you got your OTP. I think it's in book 2. Somebody said like page 487 or something like that. So with that, there go your cheat code. And it should tell you which Jubilee each person was born in and who was born in the succession that they were, so forth. The third week in the second Jubilee was Cain. Good job, girl. You be on it. Jubilee 3 and 7 is the descendants. You always thought they were twins. Pretty cool. See? The fourth Jubilee was Abel. The OTP is the Old Testament Supagrapha, which is listed behind me. It's these 2 books. This is the book. The 5th was A1. Okay, y'all is not playing. When I say OTP, this is what I'm talking about. Well, this is what we study out of mainly. The 4th, she gave birth to Abel. Okay, so let me ask y'all a question. A Jubilee is a period of 50 years. 50 years. Right? It's good, Z. Lewis, isn't it? So with that, okay. So when you go back and you read Genesis, how do you feel? Yeah, this is one edition. It's 2 volumes, but one book. This is all of this is missing from the Bible and some more. All of this is missing from the Bible and some more. This is just a part of what's missing. A little bit. But it's good to you. It'll make your toes wiggle. It'll make you stay up all night and almost think about calling in. Some people do call in once they get them, and they just be reading and reading and reading, and be on the toilet and cooking and reading. And these books will change your whole understanding. Ask the people of the Circle Trouble community, do I know why it's missing? It's a whole bunch of missing books. Too many to name. Yeah. So when you go back and you go and you try to read Genesis, can you just read it normally now? Can you read any of the Bible normal now? Really? In the fifth Jubilee, Sefer was Lamech who took a wife. You can't look at mythology the same no more. You just can't look at nothing no more. Sorry, y'all. You can't unsee it. Shouldn't have been on TikTok mosey and nosy and around, and you would have never stumbled across the giant video or the mermaid video or whatever video you stumbled across. You shouldn't have been looking for stuff. You should have just kept yourself on the other side of TikTok and not came over here. Because now, look at you, addicted. Addicted. You can't even be like, okay, I know it's something. This means something. Let me tag Circle in this because she probably didn't read. Y'all can't watch regular TV the same no more. Y'all hear a name and be like, see a symbol? Oh, God. I already know. And then be trying to go to church and get throwed out with a D. Throwed out. Oh. And then y'all be trying to hold it in because you don't want to sound crazy, telling everybody everything you learn. I already know what y'all over there going through. Because you'll be wanting to share and you're going to be like, this sound crazy as hell. I can't. The only people I can talk to about this is the people of the Circle Trouble community. Because ain't nobody else going to believe it. They going to think I'm crazy when I start telling them that genetically mermaids are still showing up. And that Cyclops and hypertrichosis is werewolf syndrome, and it's bird people. And then if you go back and you look at Egypt, it's bird people over there. Then you study Hindu, it's bird people over there. But then you got to know that the Canaanites used to be the Akkadians, and the Akkadians is the people that used to be, and then they slept with these people, and then that's how they know magic and had electricity back in the 1st century, is because they the children of the angels. But then you got to know that the mythology ain't fake, because when we went back and we studied and we found out that all of the Greek mythology and all of the Celtic mythology and all of the Norse mythology is Chaldean mythology, which is exactly what the Bible said, that in the days of Noah there were giants in the land and they was wreaking havoc, and the angels came down and said, her booty is fat and I'm about to tap that. And then since God want to make us worship man, we gonna make a race of people that the man is gonna worship. And that's exactly what they did. They made the Nephilim, the Anakim, all of those other people. That's what happened. But then we'll listen to science and say don't believe the Bible, but then they'll tell us that some beings came down from another universe and probed our women. And then it was all of these beings that could have possibly been alive, but they don't know for sure. But then they say we found this magic discovery, but then the Smithsonian come and the Romans come and it goes away. And then we hear about it on Ancient Aliens. The very stuff that they tell us ain't real. But they be over there digging all the time, taking the bones, taking all the artifacts, and some of it we hear about, and some of it we don't. And then we get movies like Wakanda, where everything that is in the British Museum is actually a magical thing that came out of Africa, which is exactly where they be digging it. Oh, shoot, I don't know if I'm crazy or saying. Ah! Or is they telling us without telling us? That's all I be wanting to know. Do y'all be seeing it or no? Let me put, hold on, let me put my glass. Y'all be seeing it like I be. And we found out that anything that looked like, well, I didn't put it back, so maybe it fell. Oh. That all the stuff that looks like this oh, wrong book. Yeah, we just gonna pull it out. What's that say? Hold on. Somebody asked me something. It says the report of the magicians and astrologers of Nineveh at the Babylon at the British Museum. You mean the magical things that they talked about in Wakanda? And they was in Britain, I believe, when that movie was. It says the reports of the magicians and astrologers of Nineveh in Babylon. And where? The British Museum. Like in the movie. Oh. And then they tell us that this is not how they really look. But every time we go looking, their skin look like that. Now this the Akkadians, I told y'all they really be this black. And then we got Homer and the Iliad. And what do we see? They really that black. Oh. Oh, like he's saying. Oh, you mean that black and that black is the same black? Because when we went and we looked up the Etruscans and the original Romans and all of those people, they look like this. And this. And that. That's a black body. And that's a black body. And that's a black body. So let's just see something. If we can see those black bodies anywhere else. Let's see. I'm going to move this over here. See if we can see these bodies anywhere else. We're going to need a color one, I'm sure. And there's no color ones in this one because it's black. Oh! That looked like a real black body to me. It's black and white, y'all, but you could, oh, wait a minute, there we go. That's how I know they black, because look who on the side of it. I just need to quit moving books around that quickly, and then, oh. I told y'all it was really this color. And ain't that funny how they write next to each other in both books? These books was written at 2 different times. They was written by 2 different authors. I'm going to tell you when this book was written. The first copyright is from 1959, and then it was done over in 1994. So the first copyright of this book was 1959. The copyright of this book is 2018. So 1959. 2018, but the exact same people was lined up right there together. Ain't even this. I know y'all see starter locks. So when you go and you read Enoch, and we know that these are not just gods. This is how their face really looked. Because the angels came down and had relations with also animals. They didn't just have relations with humans. And this is where these beings come from. Let's look in another book. No, we're not on Zoom. I'm going to show y'all the book. The Cultural Atlas of the World of Ancient Egypt. The Cultural Atlas of the World of Ancient Egypt. What do they have here? A bird person. A bird person. A blue person. We talked about those guys. Oh, you mean like that real black person that I said he was really that black? Because they were Nubians. Oh, they got the same armbands on. Look at that. It's an ancient map of ancient Egypt. There go that AE again, y'all. And remember when we started looking up all of the names that started with AE? It took us back to the Chaldeans and the Egyptians and the ancient Persian kings. Remember? I'm going to tell y'all when this book was produced. $1984. Look at that hair. Them is starter locks, y'all. They were. Oh, more super dark photos. That kind of look like the cone heads. How they be trying to make the aliens. Look how dark that is. See what it say? Black basalt. Basalt. See, this what was there. They did these books before they start editing them real good. They show what was really there. Why they tear these faces off? They tore these faces off for a reason. Oh, look how little that person is. Look how little that person is. And look how big that. There go y'all giants right there. I told y'all. Look how. That's a full-grown person. Full-grown person on the side of there and the giant. Look at all the stuff they went in there and looted. This is all gold stuff too. All of that's pure gold. They don't show you that in gold, but it is. All of that is gold. That's the stuff they went in there and looted. There go another bird person. Told y'all the angels went into the animals too. Here we go again. Locks. Them is braids. Them is locks. Y'all see it. These was not no wigs. They was starter locks. Again. Do you see how big that one person is with the crown on and how little the other person is? And look, has a dedicatory inscription in Greek 35 AD because they was alive at that time. The Anunnaki. Look how big that person is compared to that person. And there go the Roman stuff. You see it? Left the Roman Apostol Hall. The pale north light effectively brings out the relief surfaces on some of the white background preserved. So why would the Egyptian stuff be in where? Rome? And what do we see today? Now, this book is from 1959. This book is from like now. Oh, okay. This copyright is from 1980. Egyptians, Pope. Egyptians, Pope. So then I look in here and it tells me the Roman hall with all Egyptian stuff. Hi. It is still little black boys with this head right now. And do me a favor. Look at this head. Look at this head. And this is North America. This is not overseas. These are the ones that are found in North America. Crop circles, y'all. The hens used to be by the ancient giant race. Now look, this is North America. In England, burial mound surrounded by a ditch and earthwork in the south of England. Okay? A statistical analysis of the giant skeletons found by who? The Smithsonian Institute in where? West Virginia. Anderson, Indiana. I said, our brain cell just exploded. Oh! Skull types of the beings that they said that are not real. And where were they found? Circleville, Ohio. The Caucasian attributes. Some of them. Of course, folks want to take on some of the stuff. But amen. It says also represented the Beaker people or Bori B. Cro-Magnon. The Beaker people of the Adena in the Ohio Valley were the last remnants of the Paleolithic Cro-Magnon. Oh, an Amorite tablet. You mean the Amorites that people said wasn't real because the Bible ain't real, but they tablet showed up in where but Ohio? How are the Amorites, the giants of the Bible, not real, and yet the Amorite tablet, they found it in the Ohio Valley? An Amorite tablet, and the Amorites we know lived on the outside of Jerusalem. So how did their tablet and their skulls end up in the Ohio Valley? Look what I'm gonna turn the light on for this one, and then I'm about to get off of here. Look, right here. If you have this book, it says from the center of the octagon to the center of a large hinge to Geller Hill forms a perfect isosceles triangle. William Romaine called Geller Hill the axis mundi or mundi of the entire Newark earthwork complex. The azimuth of both the triangle and the circle and octagon or whatever that is, which is the same type of geometric inscription found at Stonehenge and shows a shared knowledge of the solar year. Legends of ancient races of giants. Oh, from where? From the book of Enoch, it says the giants were given the secrets by the fallen angels. In some sense, what we have learned at the cradle of civilization from Mesopotamia. You mean Earth? They talking about North America, but everywhere we've been talking about, here we go. Now y'all see why I got all these books, because they all run together. All of them. Z Library got all the books. You said it. So I hope and pray that you all are really looking. You need the Bible. You really do. You need the Bible, but it's going to take you all over the place. You're going to be everywhere. You're going to be in Mesopotamia. You're going to be in Japan. You're going to be in ancient Rome. You're going to be in ancient Russia. You will be in Turkey. It's going to take you all over the place if you do it right. Now y'all see why I be like, I don't care if you believe it or not, because I got too much stuff saying it's true, so I'm not worried about it. Like people will say, oh, there was no magicians back then. Well, then how do they have this in the British Library? The reports of the magicians and astrologers, and we just read in Isaiah that he was talking to these people. He said, go get your magicians, go get your spells, go get your crystals, go get all your stuff. So Isaiah was saying that to these people. And then we get this book that was written probably in the last 10 years or so that says, oh, yeah, the fallen angels came down and had sex with the women and created giants. And those giants that were in ancient Mesopotamia or this place, and all the other places where they have these giant beings. So we found their tablets over here in the Ohio Valley and the Michigan valleys and the mounds that we just thought were big hills. Oh, so the magic that was taught in Enoch 6, we can see it, the line going right on down. Y'all don't gotta believe it. We got the proof. And we know because we can study archaeological digs. We can go looking up Nineveh, archaeological digs. Look up these ancient city names, Anakim, archaeological dig. And guess what comes up? Real stuff. Solomon's Temple, archaeological dig. Egyptian pyramids, Japan, archaeological dig. Persian temples, Japan, archaeological dig. So this stuff don't. Have y'all even realized how they do it? They say this is an ancient artifact that is not real, but we gonna put it in a museum and tell you that it's mythology, but we really got it in our hands. Wait a minute. You said that this is from an ancient time and that somebody made it, but it ain't real? Okay. So why is it in here for $1 gazillion under lasers and stuff, and why do people be trying to steal it from y'all if it ain't? Help me understand. And Wakanda told it. Wakanda told it. Because every book we pull up, I guarantee y'all most of this stuff is in the British Museum. Ain't that where that movie was taking place? And she was like, what are you doing? And he was like, these things are stolen. They are stolen from Wakanda. We want our stuff back. Hiya! So family, when y'all go read the Bible, it should take you should be on YouTube looking up the archaeological digs. Any place that you read about, if it's in a Bible, they done dug it up. So, with that, when you go read now, go look up, type that name in and type up Okay. Did y'all know that they found the place where the red calf was, where the calf, the gold calf was at? Did y'all know they know exactly where that was? You can literally look at the plank because the plank is still there. Google that. The golden calf. Yeah, golden calf spot. While I go to the bathroom. Yeah, go Google it real quick. They got videos of it where the golden calf was when old boy came back down, Moses. Yep. I'll be right back. Yep. So all this stuff don't exist, but they sure did. Dig it up. Okay. Did y'all find it? Ain't that crazy? Mm-hmm. So it's a lot of stuff they found. You just got to know where to go looking for it. Ain't that crazy? It's so much more that's been found too. family, but y'all gotta start looking at the archaeological digs. Canaanite ruins surrounding the site of the ancient city. Canaanites, you mean the giants? Who could have made a giant calf? Because when you see it, that cow is massive, ain't it? It almost looks like the cow from Paul Bunyan whenever you see it displayed. Don't it look like the big cow, the big bull from Paul Bunyan? They found it. They found the golden calf. And what's so crazy, now look at this. Ain't it funny how you always see those bulls all around different cities and stuff? They actually use that. They put them everywhere. They're all over the place. Those bulls are all over the place. Oh, I believe it, Yana. It's a bull statue down near every city. It's an obelisk in almost every city. You know what else? There's Roman Catholic churches right around. If you have an obelisk in your city, I bet you there's a Roman Catholic church within a mile of that. Probably right behind it at a park. It's probably right in front of an open park. If you have a small obelisk, most parks have them. If you have one, it's probably going to be right in front of the courthouse, or it's going to be right in front of a Catholic church. So let me ask you a question, family. Y'all ready for this? If you've been here a while, you already know these answers. Okay. What are hellhounds used for? Tell me what hellhounds are used for. Gatekeeping. Who do they protect? Who uses hellhounds as protection? No, there's human people that do this. Roman Catholic Church. You said it, mommy. Enlighten, mommy. So why are there hellhounds on churches, on Catholic churches, Presbyterian churches? Why are there hellhounds on their churches and hellhounds protect witches? And we know that the Pope and a lot of those people worship the Egyptians who practice witchcraft and gargoyles. Exactly. So on all of the churches, hellhounds are on the top, in the front, on the stairs, all around, and those are used to protect witches and warlocks. Why are they on the church? Lucifer wasn't an archangel, yes. Have you ever thought about that? Witches keep hellhounds to keep them safe. And on all of them churches, they got hellhounds and different ugly gargoyle-like beings. Start paying attention. In your city, go downtown and see if any of the churches have them. Even if they're small, go in one and look. Yes, witches are in the churches. Warlocks, as a matter of fact. High ranking. Yeah. Stuff be right. Okay. Remember the kids' cartoon Gargoyles? Who remembers the kids' cartoon Gargoyles? Where were the gargoyles at? Everybody go look at a picture of where they were positioned. Go just look at a picture real quick and see where they were at. Not just on top of a building. It was a specific building they were on top of. The corners of the church. Hellhounds are used to protect witches, and they are on all four corners of the church roof. Hmm. Hmm. Sometimes they're in the building. Hmm. Do y'all be thinking about this stuff? And then we just read out of that book that the Catholic Church changed the day that we're supposed to worship. They worship on the Lord's Day, and if you go to church, you worship on the right day, which is Saturday. They're at the Denver airport. Inside, outside, they there somewhere. In the basement. No, I'm not a witch. So, y'all got some work to do. Start looking at the churches around you. Start looking at the buildings, the symbols, the names. Okay, so y'all remember how everybody was like, when I posted that little video about the dude, and they was like, that's an attraction. And I told y'all they made it after they made it after something with the Adidas sign. Y'all remember? Y'all remember that little video that just got posted recently with the dude with the Adidas sign? Remember? Okay. Have y'all realized that's what's on the hospitals? Who realized that that's what's on the hospitals right now? Y'all know that symbol's on almost all the hospitals, right? And that same symbol is on Charmed for the witches. The 3 almond things. %70 of the hospitals right now have that symbol on their logo. I don't know, nephew. God did, I guess. It's on the women's hospitals. So why would the symbol that was used in Charmed and a lot of other witchcraft movies be on the hospitals? Witches need organs, blood, tissue to do spells. They need organs, tissues, blood, urine, hair. What do they take from you at the hospital when they're going to do testing? Tissue, blood, organs, hair, bodily fluids. Some spells call for urine of a newborn. Some spells call for an old person's urine. Some spells call from the tissue from the thigh. Some spells call for hair. Some spells call for eye tissue. Some and the first thing they want is your blood. That's the first thing we're going to take. Tell me the name of blood magic. Tell me the type of mancy that is blood magic. Tell me the name of it. Tell me the name of blood magic. It's something mancy. Tell me what it is. M-A-N-C-Y. What kind of mancy is it? All the biopsies noteworthy, guess? No. No, not necromancy. Blood magic. That's death magic. Necromancy is bringing the dead back. There should be a name for it. What's the name? Sangomancy? Is that what it is? Is Sangomancy? Hymnomancy? Right, I was just about to say, go away. Miss 11 or Mr. 11. Don't add them, y'all, but go away. If you don't want to learn it, why are you punishing yourself and listening to it? Weirdo. Go away. You don't have to sit here and listen to the teaching. But there's about 350 other thousand people that actually do. So, right out. We don't need you here. Don't, Tone, I just said don't add them. Why you do it? That's what they be wanting y'all to do. Hymnomancy. Okay. So we know that pharmacy, the word pharmacy, the root word for pharmacy means spell, incantation, poison, or witchcraft. The word pharmacy means spell, incantation, or witchcraft. Now tell me, so let's look at this. Let's look at this chain. Love y'all. So let's look at this chain. So I go to my doctor. My doctor takes a tissue sample, a urine sample, blood, some part of my organ, because it ain't working right. And then they give me a piece of paper that I take to the pharmacy. Think about this. So they take my blood, my organs. Have y'all not paid attention to all the cartoons? In order for you to get a spell to work from a witch, you have to bring them the eye of a newt and the liquid out of a fish and the gall of a this and the organ of a that and that's what be floating in behind them in that clear liquid is organs. When you go to the doctor or witch doctor, they ask you for all the same stuff that a warlock or a witch does. And then they give you a piece of paper and they send you to a place that means spell, incantation, witchcraft, or poison. And then you take this spell, incantation, or poison from the witch and you get more sick, or you start to see things. You get more depressed. You start to grow breasts if you're taking high blood pressure medicine. Your throat swells up. All things that would happen to you. You start seeing things, hearing voices. All things that would happen to a person that was under a what? Spell. They tell you on your pill bottle, if you start to bark like a dog, want to meow, climb the wall, see stuff that ain't there, you under a spell. We sorry. But come back and we'll give you another spell to counteract that spell. That's going to make you even more sick. And so now we don't even recognize you as a person, and your life is all crazy, and your children don't know who you are. Your parents don't know who you are, because now you're under a full spell. You ain't even under just one. If for every medication, that's a different spell. Now, go look up the word pharmacy for the newbies. I know everybody already know what it means, but go look up the word pharmacy. Y'all don't know what they do with your tissues when they take them. When they take your blood, they can take 5 vials of blood, but they only need a couple drops. My mom worked in, they only need a couple drops to run that. So why are you taking so much? What do you do with my organ tissue? Because you only need a little bit of that too. So why are you taking so much? Pharmakeia is the root word and is mentioned through the Bible as sorcery. So why would our root word for pharmacy be sorcery? And then we go to a witch doctor that takes our organs and our urine and our tissues. And then they send us to a place where we get a spell. Yep. Do you see now why words are important? And the knowing the root word and the etymology of words that you are saying are very important. Understanding symbols is very important. So, I'm going to let y'all go for good this evening because I'm about to go on and do my stuff. But now do y'all see why I said it's very important? Wow. Simple things. Simple things, y'all. I told y'all what really messed me up is when I seen the name. I can't think of what the medicine that has the double, like it was an injection, a silicone injection for the double chin. When I saw that medicine had the same name as a demon in the Testament of Solomon, I was messed up. Why with this medicine, and then when I started researching the names, the real names of medicines, look, y'all, if you got your OTP, go to the Testament of Solomon and look in the back. Start looking up. Okay, y'all, this is just some of them. The page is 9. You can start it at 977. But look, RHYX is the prefix for medicine, y'all. Y'all see that? If you take out the HX, that's RX, or recipe. Now, these are the names of the spirits that cause the sickness. You see, it says, I am called Modabel. I separate wife from husband. If you look right here, the 21st said, I am called Rix Aloth. I produce poop in infants. I inflict the heart pain. I cause kidneys to suffer pain. I send gas and burning into the bowels. That's irritable bowel syndrome. I make off with the minds of men and alter their hearts. That would be insanity. Let's go over here. I am rich somebody and I bring on long-term illness. And the list goes on. And on and on and on and on. So the same word, RX, which means prescription, which we go get from a witch doctor, a spell person that does incantations and witchcraft, that we got from the doctor that took all of our organ tissue stuff to do the spells, to send us over here to get the recipe or the prescription or the poison or the witchcraft. But then RX, literally the prefix for most medicines from the chemist side of it, is RHYX and then the name. So you mean to tell me that the demons and medicine, the real names of medicine, not the one they put on TV, but the ones that the chemists use, and I know this because my girlfriend used to work in a pain clinic, and she said RHYX, that's the prefix for all, like most pain medicine and stuff. I said, what? She said, yeah, RHYX, that's the prefix for most medicine. So why would the prefix RHYX be the prefix for most medicine and also the prefix for demons' names? Make it make sense, and it comes from a witch doctor who does spells, incantations, or witchcraft and gives me poison after I leave the witch doctor who has taken all of my organs, tissue, and everything else. Make it make sense. And then I don't get better, I get worse. And the stuff that they give me causes other things, so that I need more spells and more recipes or more spirits. I'm just saying, make it make sense to me. Now, do you see why in Enoch 6, when God said, let's look it up, family, volume 1. Let's go there. We're going to go there. We are going to go there. So I got my hand in a notebook here. Oh, let's highlight this in green. Nope, we're going to highlight it in a different color just in case. Let's do yellow, shall we? We are just going to highlight this little bit right here. Now, Book 1 of Enoch, chapter 7. Says what? And they took wives unto themselves, and everyone respectively chose one woman for himself. And they began to go into them, and they taught them what? Magical medicine, incantations, the cutting of roots, and taught them about plants. Let's do it over here. Magical medicine. Huh. Most medicine starts out with some type of root or powder or plant that is compressed, dehydrated. And in the South, they said, "Ooh, that boy got a root on him, honey. Somebody put a root on him," which was magic. So the angels came down, taught the women. The first thing they taught them was magical medicine. Magical medicine. They say, oh, the Orishas and the Yoruba was here a long time ago. You're right, from the 7th generation of Adam, actually. Because that's when the angels came down. So in the days of Jared is where your Yoruba and your voodoo and hoodoo and all of that. That's where it came from. The 7th generation from Adam in the days of Jared. Yes, magic is wrong because we was never supposed to know it. So there's that, family. And now medicine is killing people. Oh, the magical medicine, the recipes that we go get from the witch doctors and take and go get the poisons and the spells and the incantations. Oh, so the same thing is still happening. Can I ask you a question? What is the opioid epidemic? What's the opioid epidemic? Or what is that? Opioids are what? Cool. I'm excited. Percocets. All of, who gives you those? Who gives you those? Who starts you on that? Ecstasy. Do we know where ecstasy came from? Do we know that ecstasy came from the medical community? They used to give it to depressed people. Do we know that? And then people started dying on it. Do we know that about ecstasy? MDMA was made by doctors. It was made for depressed people. Severely depressed people. MDMA was made for people with depression. That was one of their first depression like pills that they used to be a upper. And then the street drugs, and then. Yep, LSD too. And all of these things take you into another physical state, into a spiritual state almost. You start talking to stuff that ain't there, beings. You mean like in the spiritual realm? Like when you under a spell, you start seeing demon faces and skeletons and all this stuff running around scared in closets and stuff. Ain't that what happened when you under a spell? They tell you what the medicine is going to do and make it real, real pretty. You see the flowers in the back, and then they say, and if your blood pressure, if your stuff starts to close up, if your eyes, if you lose your sight, they say that real low while the music is playing, or they just run it across the bottom, all of the side effects. But you'll be able to sleep peacefully. If you start to have suicidal thoughts, if you start just to have homicidal thoughts, if you start to want to jump out of the window, if you start to, and they say that real, real low. Just to sleep. The witch don't never tell you the side effects. She only tell you what you're going to get, which is what you want, right or wrong in the movies. Didn't old girl trick Ariel? And she took her voice, and when she thought that she was going to get it done, what'd she do? She changed herself into her and tricked her. And was trying to trick old boy. So she couldn't get her voice back, and she had to be stuck with her legs. Or whatever it was. So it's always a switcheroo. It's always a bait and switch with the witch community. They give you a pill to give you what you want, but it's really going to make you sick and make your situation worse. That's all I'm going to say. You said it, Nikki. In all the TV shows, when the witch lets you be young or fall in love or whatever, it always ends up backfiring. And they say, hey, you got what you wanted. Why are you mad? Just didn't turn out like you thought. Oh. Here's the trick. I'm not saying don't go to the doctor. I'm saying be wise about what's going on. Read the prescriptions. Find out what the side effects are. See if there's another way. See if they're just trying to give you a spell that they going to get paid to kill you with. Because the one thing that amazes me is the witch always give you enough so you have to come back. If they was healers, why folks ain't just healed and they never have to come back for any medicine? Why am I on this medicine for the rest of my life if I'm healed? If I'm healed, that means I don't need this pill or this powder or this liquid. But witches want you to keep coming back, so they only give you enough so that you keep coming back, and you don't even realize they're sucking the life form out of you every time you take this pill and bring them some money, because you got to bring a witch something. You don't get to go to witches and warlocks empty-handed. And you can't go to the doctor unless you got some insurance. And you can't have a major surgery unless you got insurance. And then they going to take your organs and your blood and your tissues. So you paying the witches, to take your stuff and make you sick. Y'all see this light keep going up and down by itself? I ain't touching it, y'all see my hand. Keeps going in and out, up and down. They always call me. I want to show you my pants. Thought you was calling to show me my grandbaby. I want to show you my pants. She probably done painted some pants or something. I told you my kids be crafting. Wow. I mean, if you gotta take it, okay, now don't go do no life-threatening stuff. Do your research before you just stop taking medicine and all that. I'm not trying to kill nobody. Listen, what I'm telling you is be mindful of what you are putting in your body. Go look up the names. Go look up the root word of that name. Find out why they named that medicine that. That's all I'm saying. Don't go jumping off no medicines and stuff. Do your research. But I'm just saying, be mindful, y'all. I'm just saying, be mindful. But I gotta go. I gotta call my baby. She want me to see her pants. I love y'all. Hopefully y'all do some researching tonight. Go look up some words. If you got your OTP, go to Testament of Solomon and look up them spirits and then look and see if his medicine's named after that. Y'all got research to do. Love y'all. Have a good day.